We're live.
Okay.
Yay! Okay, so
Oh my god.
to quickly recap, you vanquished some bandits you found in the woods. They had hostages who they seemed to be intent on selling as slaves. You killed the bandits. You tried to spare their leader, but then an ominous bell tolled, and it seemed to rip the soul from him. Not really knowing what was going on, you kind of just took the villagers back to Yorick, where you did a bit of shopping, spent the night. Bhin learnt a new spell.
Did. Very exciting.
You got paid quite a large sum of money.
Mm.
But then in the night, the wraiths seemed to return. He left a very nasty omen of a baby's crib filled with blood, and then you chased what appeared to be two sets of tracks going into the woods. One appeared to be a man, one appeared to be a child of some kind. Upon entering a clearing, you got attacked by two owl bears. One which was viciously slaughtered by Ugg 2. The other one ran away after being wounded. Then you heard a word on the wind, the word forsaken, and weird spectres appeared encircling you, and that is where we finished last time. So we'll pick it up from there. So the wraiths don't. The spectres don't seem to be doing anything at the moment. They just seem to be encircling you and saying the same word over and over again.
Oh. What do we do?
Can
Send
I
them back.
try and
Kill
poke
him.
one with my stick and see what happens?
You certainly can. Which one do you want to try and bonk?
I was going to really lightly tap the one in front of me.
Okay.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go for
I don't
it.
want to hit him, just
Lightly tap.
give him a bit of a nudge.
Yeah,
See if him-
a wee bonker. Okay. Give it a go. Make an attack roll.
This is going to go horrifically wrong. Where's my quarter staff gone? Oh, there it is. I rolled an 11.
That actually misses. So as you step forward to swing a quarterstaff, if you wanted to go next to the spook, you swing and it just phases through the ghost. It doesn't seem to affect her at all. I just keep saying the same word.
Can I apologise to him really quickly? So I didn't mean to swing so angrily. Just wanted to see if I could touch you.
It kind of raises its hand and then kind of nods, and then it points behind it, and almost simultaneously all the other ghosts point the same way, still saying the word.
Well, if that ain't
What are they pointing at?
from the beyond.
They seem to be pointing in nothing in particular, just in a direction.
I think we should go in that direction.
I'm getting the feeling that is the way
I
to go.
think we should send these straight back to where they came from because they are undead.
The dead should stay dead.
Oh, actually, so since you are well versed with the undead MA, do you want to make a religion check for these?
Yes. 18.
Okay, so these aren't spectres, these are ghosts. These aren't actually malevolent spirits. These are spirits that are trapped here.
Oh.
Interesting.
We need to find what's keeping them here.
Maybe they're pointing at it.
My thoughts exactly. Well, can I go to where they're pointing?
Yes, so as you walk past them in the direction they're pointing, they kind of overtake you and then like point again, and they seem to be like guiding you.
Oh, nice.
Like they form a nice daisy chain of ghosts that kind of like go.
Okay, let's follow them. Let's go.
It could be Congress where they're going.
Okay, so I'm gonna take you back to the map because we're finished on this map now. So there you go. So they lead you deeper into the forest of Yorland, and as you walk deeper and deeper, you see like a small hill appear over. It's kind of like bursts out from the middle of all the trees, and there's no trees on top of it. In fact, there's like a weird stone ruin, and they lead you to it. Does anyone make a insight check to see if they know what this ruin was?
I can.
Yeah, I have proficiency in insight.
I got
I've got proficiency as well.
Is this a everybody roll kind of thing, or?
It's if anyone cares.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, where's it gone?
Oh, what did I get?
Those are all pretty good rolls.
Yes, I know this rune. Oh, me too. Quite right.
I know rune as well.
I forget Ugg2's like Ugg2 no rune.
This just doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys kind of see this as it's a site of worship, but it's for a god that is no longer accepted for worship in the kingdom. So it's kind of fallen to disarray.
Palos of Arkellon.
So as the ghosts lead... So was that a question?
No, it was a remark.
Okay. So as the ghosts... as you enter this stone ruin, the ghosts kind of stop pointing and they kind of just float there, I suppose. And your eyes are instantly drawn to one thing within the ruin. In the middle of the ruin, on a large pole sticking out of the ground, hangs a body. The body is mostly intact. There's signs of decay. It's probably been there more than a week. And there's kind of words carved all over the body, like with a knife. And the body is hung from its neck, so it is not alive, obviously.
I did guess that.
What do you think, Ime?
Ime's getting some shit thrown at him inside the room.
While that's happening, can I do an investigation to see if there's any shiny loot for me to steal?
You certainly can.
21.
I just got given Lemgo.
Hell yeah.
Oh, damn.
Product placement. You too can own this Lego.
Games and or building blocks are available.
We're not the BBC.
No, we're more neutral than the BBC.
No, we're not.
So, yes. So, what was your investigation roll? Sorry, 21.
I got 21. Yeah.
Yeah. So, a lot of it has been cleared out or has fallen disarray over the many years it's not been used. You do, however, find an altar, and within the altar, there is a few chalices, which could be worth a bit, made of silver.
I shall be stealing those.
It's not really stealing, is it? No one's going to use them.
True. I'll take those.
It's liberating.
Yeah.
The
Rediscovering.
writing on the body, can anyone read it?
Yep, it's just written in common.
Does it say?
So it's various seemingly insults. So it's like freak, heathen, it's stuff like that, derogatory terms.
What race is the person?
It's a human, but you know it's quite disfigured. It seems to have a hunch.
Mm-hmm. Damn shame.
What should we do?
Can I roll a... Is it insight?
What do you want to do?
What to do? Well, I am usually things like this signify great hate, and they can cause great feelings and such. But I'm not very well versed in the D&D lore. But my character probably is.
Yeah. So make a history check
on what to do in this situation.
Okay, so yeah, you know that wraiths generally are born from when someone dies violently or has business that they want to finish before they die, and wraiths are very much malevolent spirits. So if it is truly a wraith, then it could definitely be this person if they died in this kind of way.
I think I sensed a wraith before as well.
Were murdered by the village, right? If they've been hung out and displayed like this, I reckon probably Ook reckon the village did this.
But displayed to who? I mean, this is ruined. You do something like this outside a house or in a square just as a sign, but doing that out here, no one's gonna see. This was a hateful act.
Because maybe the gods that they're, trying to talk to.
Perhaps.
Can I?
Village shun man for worshipping wrong god.
There's no way to know. We may have to do some sleuthing. Can I eyes to the grave again?
Yep. All you detect are the ghosts that are still outside.
So can I do a detect magic spell?
You can. Go ahead.
That's a ritual. I'm not going to cast it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't feel there's any time pressure here.
There's not. So you get out your components, you make some arcane runes, and you kind of cast it in an area around you. You do not detect any magic in the area.
I declare it time to go back and go to sleep again.
Perhaps we should give this body a proper burial.
You, my friend, are a wise one.
So Ime would probably know that giving it a burial won't get rid of the wraith. You have to.
Yeah.
But
it's still.
We have to avenge.
Or destroy the wraith.
Or both.
How do we find a wraith? We need to draw it near and get rid of it.
So the wraith will always try and act on whatever it wanted to do in life, but never had the courage to do so. So a wraith that died violently like this might want to seek vengeance on the people who did this kind of thing to it.
We can't leave the body here, strung up like this, but we don't know anything for now.
We could take it to town with us, see if they know. That Bordhar guy, he seems suspicious.
It's a nice thought, but I can't imagine bringing a body such as this into the middle of a town is gonna have quite the reaction you want.
Well,
what's the worst
we
can
need
happen?
to prioritize. Let's bury the body now and investigate later.
We
could sketch the face, make a drawing.
Can you draw?
Yeah, you can sketch the face.
I can have a go.
That would be a performance check to sketch the face.
Alright. I'm not awful at it.
You don't use a porn dice.
Oh, that's pretty good. All right, so Ugg kind of
5 from 10.
Yeah, so Ugg Justice brings out a parchment and a charcoal pencil and starts sketching down the face, and he makes a pretty good representation of it. Like, you definitely see who it is. Also, it's quite distinctive face. There's like weird deformities in it. Like, he's got kind of a pronounced brow and a bit of a lopsided jaw. So it's fairly easy to get a very you'd recognize the picture if you knew the man. Oh, I should ask, did you draw him with the carvings in his face? Or do you try and omit them?
I'd probably draw as I see. I think Justice is a fairly literal person.
Okay.
So he would probably just draw what he saw.
No, I don't know anyone with rightful terms carved into their face. Somewhere else.
All right, so you're heading back after just are you going to cut him down and bury him first?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you cut him down, and as he kind of lands, you see that he, like the hunch that he has is very, very pronounced. So like he would have like walked like, it would have impaired his movement when he was alive. But apart from that, you dig him a grave. Do you dig it inside the ruin limits?
I mean, I'd probably leave that one up to Ma. I'm just the muscle here.
Mm.
Is there a burial ground?
Not that you can see.
We'll give him a marked grave just outside it.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to roll for anything for that. You bury him and then you mark his grave with a few rocks. And do you want to make any symbols out of the rocks? Say any words?
Sleep.
I didn't. Usually I'd have a eulogy prepared for a funeral such as this, but a few words for the poor soul who's treated so harshly at the end of his life. And as I can imagine throughout his whole life, I pray that he can rest in peace and that he stays there. Alright, I'm done. Let's go.
Okay.
And see if I know what god this altar is dedicated to.
That'll be a religion check.
Oh, hell yeah. -1, boys. Let's go. I got 15. Yeah, 15.
You have no idea.
Okay.
It was quite a hard DC.
Well, I probably wasn't making that one.
It was definitely possible, but it was pretty hard.
Was it possible for Ugg?
Yes, it was possible for Ugg.
DC 19.
Not that harsh. So you all, is anyone else want to do anything with the temple before we head back?
No, absolutely, I'm good.
There's nothing more. It's just another temple. I've seen many.
Right.
Not as good as my temple.
So you head back, and it takes you a good 3 hours to get back to town. You kind of know where you're going though, so it's fairly quick. And once you get back to town, you see there's lots of people moving about, even though it's probably about 5-6 in the morning. And as you approach the edge of town, you hear a very angry voice shout out to you. Hey, you! And you see a tiny halfling kind of flanked by a dragonborn and a half-orc.
Brother, what is
We
it
didn't
you
even
need?
rob this guy.
Can I talk to him in halfling?
You can try. What do you say? Okay, I think Tal's frozen.
Crash.
Well, what do you say?
Hey, brother.
Herb.
I don't think he's moving, Chief.
I imagine he's annoyed because we got rid of the things in the woods, but then more things happened and he wants his money back.
That's very.
Well, it's not.
That is very deductive of you.
Yeah, I imagine that.
That's what the contract said, so.
Well, you know, he is. I'm sure if I kick him, he'll go far enough.
I'll say, just drop kick him.
Alright, I might do a bit of volume mixing here. One hot sec. Because Alex is very loud.
Let me know if you want me to talk so that you can get mine right as well.
Yeah, thank you. I'll do a bit of technical stuff. You guys talk among yourselves. Or if Tad to come back.
While Tyler
Experience
becomes alive again.
at the moment.
Is he?
Okay, we just.
Should we try? I'll see what's up with him. This face that he's pulling as well. This is perfect.
I'm like, has his roommate reset his Wi-Fi again?
He's in halls, isn't he? How does he reset his Wi-Fi? Oh god, the stream has gone very fucked up.
Well, Tyler's just left, so.
Lord.
Lord, it has.
Oh no.
No, other way.
No, that was the right way.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
It's like ending up in different streams.
What great viewing this must make.
Yeah, this is the most professional of streams ever.
Well, how if Tyler didn't fucking break?
It is I. Get it. It is I. Come on, guys, laugh.
I mean, it's pretty funny.
I've just seen you. Oh, Lord. Lordy.
Really?
Why is it sending a voice message?
Why is it sending a voice message? Hold on. Should we see what it says? Can you hear that? I couldn't hear that. Hold on.
I could not hear that.
Someone turned the Wi-Fi off. I told you.
Turn the Wi-Fi off.
There you go. Did you hear that?
Yeah. God damn it, Tyler. Get better Wi-Fi.
Turn the Wi-Fi.
Get people to not turn it off. That's what I do.
Yeah.
With that as well.
I'm just telling it how it is. Oh,
Oh, he's returned.
Oh, it's okay. He's back.
he's back.
We're all back in our actual places now.
Hooray.
It's such perfect timing as well. It was like,
Yeah,
I want to
talk to him.
in halfling. What do you say?
I don't know how much you got from me because it's like, oh, everything's gone silent.
Like literally, as soon as you said, I want to talk to him in halfling, and then I said, what do you say? You didn't say anything.
Oh, like, can you like tell your roommates not to turn the Wi-Fi off while you're streaming?
I think it's partly because some people have come round, so they just kind of must have touched it, and it just all went down for a bit.
Okay. Anyway, Tyler, what do you say to the what's his name again? I've lost his name.
Broadbrow.
Yeah, Broadbrow. That's right. Yeah. Thalbert Broadbrow.
Broadbrow.
What does he want? I've completely lost where I am now.
We haven't done anything since you left.
Started to heckle us.
He
came up behind us.
He's marching towards you with the Dragonborn half-orc thugs flanking him either side.
Ah, brother, what do you need?
My contract was to stop people getting abducted. What just happened?
Yeah.
People got abducted. I want my money back.
Hold up.
I
People
think
are
they
still...
abducted themselves. So, you know.
People just don't leave cribs full of blood in the middle of the temple, do they? It's bloody wraith still. I want my money back.
No.
Listen here,
I can just walk away. It's quite short. I feel like I'm running.
Yeah, if I don't give him the money, surely there's nothing him or his two thugs can do about it. Because
We're following.
6.5 feet tall. In fact, how tall is he exactly? Description. He's 6'8". He's nearly 7 feet tall. Like,
That's a big
what are we
half-orc.
Well, he's just like his dad.
Listen, you give the money back, or I'll get the Seekers involved.
Okay.
We are working to find the Wraith and fix this issue.
When you fix it, I'll give you the money back. It's not fixed, is it?
You see,
You annoy me.
there is one issue with money. Is that it gets spent.
You spent 1,200 gold already.
Spent most of it, yeah.
Let's have most of it. I just don't want to tell him that.
Yeah, how much gold did I get from him? Yeah.
Hold on. I can calculate this. So I remember. It was 300 and something, I think. So it was 1225 divided by 5. It was 245 gold.
Oh, well, I've got 240 on me. How about I give you this 200 gold I got here? Wait, hang on. Retract. That was. How much do I owe the blacksmith? 60 gold, isn't it?
So it was, yeah. Because it was 15 gold for the shield. I have to double check actually. I think.
No, it's 30.
I think you still owe. Yeah, you still owe 60 gold. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was 35. It was. Is it?
No, it was 30 gold each, and you pay and you paid
I gave him 10 gold.
Yeah, and you give her £10, so it's 50 gold.
Oh, okay.
We got there eventually. I
can give you 190 gold until the job is finished, but I want this Wraith gone as much as you do. Trust me.
Well, I do respect what you did about the bandits. Give you back half of it, and I'll give you it back if you ever do that with this Wraith.
You are a cooperative fellow, I must say. Alright, I'll give him 145 gold then. No, that's not half of that.
No, he wants half of what he gave you.
Oh, okay.
Like total
23.
Yeah, so
Still round up.
We'll call it split clips at 610 gold.
Yeah, I've got 97 left, so I can give him all that.
All right, so minus 97, and Tyler's giving him
120, because that's half of what I've got.
So you're still looking for 400 gold, thereabouts.
You can look all he likes. He's not getting mine.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I've got 260, but no.
Oak owes you nothing.
Wait, so you know this like cursed ring I've got?
Yeah.
Can I give him that instead of the gold?
You can
see what happens.
You can try.
No, don't, because it will make a great sorcerer, and then we'll have to fear him.
Just
I
like with
won't.
the ring, we
You
don't.
will.
If he uses it, he will die. It's cool.
Yeah, in like 50 years, he'll die at the
He'll die a lot quicker if I'm here to get my ring back.
Bro.
But yeah, so can I try that?
Can you make a charisma saving throw for me?
Can I use a portent dice?
You can use it anytime you want.
What saving throw do I have to make?
Charisma.
Nah, I'll use my dice. I'll use the 17 I got.
Okay. So, as you go to hand the ring over, it kind of speaks to you, and it says, "You don't want to give me away."
It's okay, Precious. I'll get you back.
Oh my god.
As kiss it as well.
As you kind of hold it out to Mr. Broadbrow, he says, "What the bloody hell's this? This isn't gold."
This is what you got for. I expect it back when we finish.
He kind of looks at it. He's like, "How much is it worth?"
I spent 150. Worth more.
Oh, is it magic? I do like magical things.
It does have a magical element. You have to be careful.
He takes it. Okay, here we go. Oh dear.
Now you've done it, you fucking idiot.
And as he takes it, you hear a voice go, "You are not worthy," and he bursts into flames.
Oh shit!
Gold.
It's
He's on.
bro. Can I create water?
Do you have that spell?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
What happens if I cast it at second level? Like what do I do?
You create more water.
Oh, it's 10 gallons in a 30-foot cube.
Well, I'll tell you now. He doesn't take up 10 gallons, so.
No, it fills a 30.
You can make it happen as rain as well, I think.
Can I grab the ring quick?
And
then just run.
Alright,
Yeah,
so you'd have to grab the ring now. You'd have to probably make a dexterity check because you need to like it's still in his hand, and he's on fire, and he's kind of going Wah! So you need to like grab it out from his hand in the middle of the fire thing.
There you go.
I'm gonna go for it.
I created water.
Oh dear.
Alex is on fire.
So as you reach out to grab the ring, he kind of drops it and just grabs your hand like "Help me!" And then he starts burning through your coat, and you are going to take, oh my god, 6 fire damage as he burns into your skin.
Can I, so it's raining, which extinguishes flames because it's 10 gallons of clean water raining upon him.
He collapses. The fire's put out, and he just collapses on the floor. And the Dragonborn and the half orc don't know what to do, and they just kind of look at you, look at him, pick him up and run.
I can heal him.
Sorry, bitch.
They don't stop. They just keep running.
All the gold.
FYI, all the gold you gave him,
Yeah.
you didn't get back.
Yeah, I imagined.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. I got to keep my gold.
You know what? My bad, guys.
Do you
Is
pick
the
it?
ring on the floor?
Yeah.
Bro, can I kill this
I
fool?
do pick it up.
Okay. Which fool?
Yeah.
Kill what fool?
Keep that handy, man. A ring that sets fire. What bargain tool.
Mate, we could just go from village to village. Here, do you want this ring?
See, I said it'd be fine.
Oh, now you're on fire. Oh, pay us 100 gold. Fire.
Jesus.
Can I find the woman whose husband and child sort of just wandered off?
Yes. She.
I'm gonna say like, soz guys, couldn't find them.
So she is still in the temple gardens, and she is kind of being comfortable. It looks like to be some kind of priest or practitioner for Bahamut.
I'm gonna go with Bhin.
Yeah, you've got the drawing. That might help.
Mm-hmm. And also, I want to keep an eye on you.
Ugg and Ime, what are you guys doing?
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna follow him around. He's a smart guy. He'll know what to do.
Apparently not. Give away my gold, do the good thing. The man gets set on fire. I'm just gonna go to bed.
Alright, so a good point to list here is the fire wasn't orange like normal fire. Probably should have mentioned this before. It was green.
Did it get put out by the water?
Kind of thing.
It did, yes.
Well, if we're not doing any investigating today, then I kind of go to the blocks. I didn't yesterday.
It's 5:00 in the morning. It's not open.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sleep.
That's a shame. Can I sit outside of the blacksmith until it's open?
You certainly can. So May, you go back to the grey mare. You go upstairs and slump into bed, for much deserved rest. Justice, Bhin, you head to the temple where you find the still quite teary woman who said that her husband and child just walked into the forest.
I'm gonna take, unless Bin has any other ideas, I'm gonna take point on this and go up and say something along the lines of, we followed the tracks as far as we could, but they came to a dead end. I promise you, we will find out what happened to them and bring them home if we can.
Yeah, I was actually going to be nice and like, because I couldn't find them and offered to take it to where the tracks ended.
She kind of like looks at you and takes in what you say, but then doesn't say anything and returns to seemingly mourning. The priest, however, kind of like puts a hand on his puts his hand on her shoulder, and says, "Can't you see she's been through enough? Please, ask your questions in the morning."
I was not asking questions. I was just reassuring her that, despite the failure this morning, we will do our best.
She thanks
do
you.
Have some questions I might ask you though.
Please. He leaves the one where she is. He gets another, probably a lower rank kind of priest to come along and acolyte. Thank you. That's the right word. And he kind of ushers you over so you're out of earshot of them. He says, "What can I help you with?"
We happened upon something fairly disturbing. It was a mound with a stone structure on top. The people I was with told me it was a temple to some long gone god that is no longer worshipped.
Yes. One of the nature gods, I believe. Maliki, I think. That one.
And there was a body on the hill.
Make an insight check.
Okay. I really wish we had Ime here for this.
Yeah.
I've got a +0. That's a 7. Ben, are you listening in?
I can be. Do you want me to do one as well?
I would assume you would come.
I rolled an 8.
I was going to say that it was just a one person thing, but it don't matter. Neither of you succeeded.
Yeah, I'm not really listening. I'm more annoyed about Dick the priest.
Yeah, Ben's not really interested in what he's saying.
At the church to see what they feel.
The priest doesn't seem particularly bothered about the shrine at all. He always sees it as some kind of ancient tradition that's long been gone, and that they're in a better place now with just the worshipped gods.
Yeah, history rather than religion kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can we show him the picture, see if you knew who that was?
Yeah, we did see a body upon the mound. I was wondering if you might know who it was. It was a hunchback. I don't show him the picture just yet.
Hunchback? It could be Ferdinand.
Were they particularly... was there any particular opinion about them in the village? Or...
Oh, we loved Ferdinand. He used to ring the bell in our temple. He points to the gigantic temple behind him, and it's got a large bell tower at the top.
So he was a worshipper of your god.
Oh, devout. He never left the temple. Everyone used to love him. He was such a friendly fellow. Everyone used to love to come see him, and he was an asset to the temple.
Is there anyone who would have wanted to hurt him?
No, not at all. It is strange. He went missing about a week and a half ago. We expected he was the first one taken by the raids or bandits.
And I'll at this point I'll like kind of unfold the bit of paper and go. I do have a drawing. There were some words on his carved into his skin. I hope you don't mind if the drawing is a little graphic.
I don't know. Please.
If you, and then he'll show him the drawing of like, you know, the words of like freak and heretic and stuff like that.
He kind of, good God.
Do you think that a worshipper of this Maliki would see a devout worshipper of your god as a heretic?
Very unlikely. Maliki's worshippers were lovers of life and nature, as far as I know.
Is there a chance that this man was secretly a worshipper of Maliki?
No, not at all. He devoted his life to this temple, to the Platinum Dragon.
Well, thank you. I'll take this back to the others and talk to them. I'm not so much one for thinking rather than just talking and finding things out. Putting it all together is not my forte. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me know if there could be any more assistance.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to help with the mourning or anything like that.
He kind of looks past you a little bit and he says, "What's that gentleman doing?" He points at Bhin, who's just kind of studying a fountain or something.
Was there fish in the fountain?
Yes.
Not sure.
Can I try and catch one?
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check. No, probably just dexterity, right?
I'm
14.
not sure what he's doing.
You kind of are looking at it, and then you try to dart in like a grizzly bear, and you unfortunately you touch the fish, but it kind of just slips through your hand, and you don't seem to be able to get a good hold on it.
I'll get it next time. I'm sure I'll be back.
I think
tell him to stop doing that. There was a sacred fish. You kind of like reserve it, and he says, "Be gone, be gone."
And I kind of grab Bhin and sort of drag him away. It's like,
no, I need the fish.
I bet there's so much cool loot in that temple. Can we go back at night?
It is night. It's 5 a.m.
It's light enough they can see who I am.
I'm carry on like dragging him, and I'm like, despite how I see the gods, you do not desecrate the temple.
I wasn't.
Okay, so you guys go to bed, I assume?
Yeah, I need to go shopping in the morning, but bed first.
Yeah, so you don't get the full long rest because it's only probably
We've already got the long rest as well.
Yeah.
3-4 hours anyway. So you can get a short rest if you need that.
I do.
I'll roll a hit die. Yeah, there you go.
Maybe you shouldn't have walked into an owl bear. Or was that George?
That was George. I got hit by one of the owlbears, but I scared him off.
So the only person, it gets to about 7 in the morning, so it's very early morning, and someone approaches the smithy and sees you sitting outside. He kind of shuffles past you, and you see him get out like a cast iron key and open the door, and he kind of looks at you, and he kind of like gestures to
you. Good morning. What?
he just grunts at you. He kind of waves and grunts.
Yeah,
It's 7 in the morning.
He kind of like opens his mouth and he shows that he just got like he hasn't got a tongue, he's got a stump in his mouth. Kind of gestures to the door.
Well, Ugg will go with him.
So he kind of walks in, and then he starts like he kind of looks back at you, and he starts pointing at like things on the wall. So he points at like a rake first, like, huh?
Does he want me to help him rake his garden or something?
He goes, huh?
Is the guy a mute?
Well, he's got no.
Got a tongue.
He's going to steal your tongue.
Ugg is going to explain in his own Ugg way that he has been struck on his breastplate and his back by two extremely heavy axes, and that he needs his armor.
So do you gesture to the marks?
Well, no, he doesn't. Surely this guy's not stupid. He just can't. So.
Oh yeah, but like, do you show him the armor and then take it off and give it to him?
Yeah.
And he goes, and he puts it down. And he kind of inspects it a bit closer, and he kind of holds his hand up.
5 gold. Nice. Sorry, your camera's like really crappy, Casey. I cannot see what you're doing.
Oh, can you not? Am I crappy for everyone else?
You keep like freezing a bit, but
Yeah, a little bit freezing.
Oh, he holds out his hand.
Okay, well, I'll give him the 5 gold that he so clearly wants.
He gets to work straight away repairing your armor. He kind of taps his wrist and holds up 2 fingers.
Ugg will nod, and he's gonna sit down cross-legged next to him and watch him work.
So you do this, and are you proficient in smithing tools at all? Are you proficient in any tools?
I don't think so. Would it just be like a feature or trait kind of thing?
It'll be in tools in the bottom left.
Tools and proficiencies, yeah.
Oh, just tools. No, he's not proficient in any tools.
Well, even so, you see this man is very good at what he does. He kind of just gets on, works almost tirelessly, and just he melts it down, firms it back up. He kind of makes a little stitch weld, and then he hands it back to you after 2 hours, and so probably about an hour into the work, the female dwarf walks in who talked to Ime before, and she goes, "Good morning, Fergus. Oh, you've got a guest, I see." And she
Good morning.
Good morning, big fella. And she kind of like looks up at you. What are you here for?
I'm sat on the ground. She should be at eye level with me.
No, she starts to look slightly up at you.
Okay. Never mind.
What are you here for?
Ugg will explain what he told Fergus about his armor.
Oh well, you're in great hands. Fergus is probably the best smith I've ever seen. And she
Yeah, me too.
She kind of takes off a bag that she had on, and she gets in like a blacksmith's apron, and she starts working on something else.
Is it possible to reinforce my great sword to make it do more damage?
You can certainly ask.
Then I will.
So, how do you approach the subject with her?
Eyes closed, head first. Reinforce my great sword to do more damage.
Well, let me have a look at it. And you kind of hand over your great sword. Oh, it's quite a battered thing, isn't it? And she kind of...
Well loved, I say.
I can see that. I reckon I could polish it up a bit. Give us 5 gold and 2 hours of your time, and I'll sort that out for you.
I'll make it 10 for a good day's work.
Oh, you're too generous. But she does accept the 10 gold.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh, I thought you meant 10 hours time.
Make it 10 hours.
They just start hammering really slowly, like
like slow motion forging.
This does nothing because it has no force.
And you see her set the forges to work, and she gets a bit of help from Fergus. And about 10 o'clock, they're both ready. So your half plate no longer has big marks in it and is back up to snuff. Your great sword, you can now add an extra damage every time you attack with it.
Oh, hell yeah. So that's 2d6 plus 6.
I believe there's a great sword plus 1 somewhere. I'll try. I'll make you a great sword and send it to you.
The plus 1 would apply to attack as well. I think I can do it on there so that it will do it just on damage for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I don't think I can actually. I think you'll have to.
Yeah, I'll play around with it.
I can show you how.
We'll just have to do it manually for this session.
I've made plenty of items. I've just made anything but basic, so I assume it's possible.
Well, I'm gonna thank them heartily for their hard work, and go back to the inn to go back.
So around about 9-10 o'clock is when everyone else gets up, and you go downstairs, and the owner, Alison, and she has already prepared breakfast for you. She's expecting you. And she sits you at a table, and she can ask you, "What would you like for breakfast?" Sorry, I'm sorry, that's not a voice. I was doing the fucking dwarf. What would you like for breakfast?
Everything.
With everything? Perfect.
Yeah, as much as you like, whatever you like.
Same for you. Handsome gentleman sitting in the corner. Tally muted, I think.
Rice and eggs.
We don't have any rice, but I can do you eggs.
Just eggs, then.
How would you like them done, sir?
Fertile. Soft boiled, if you will.
No problem
I'll
at all.
take some bread too.
She also takes Sanguine's order, who's there.
Which is wine, I guess.
He's obviously hungover from copious amounts of drinking. So as you're all eating, so she brings out for Justice and Bhin. It's a platter of cured meats, eggs, some nice bread, butter, that kind of thing. And for Ime, it's just some soft-boiled eggs. At this time, Ugg walks through the door while you're enjoying your breakfast, and he sees you. Ugg, what do you do?
I don't know. It's like hungry, but like tired as well.
You're one of the guys who got a long rest during the night.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
got a long rest before we woke up.
That's true. Well, I guess he'll just sit at the table. Yeah, he'll grab a bite of bread and start chomping. You know.
So as you sit down, almost like as soon as your ass hits the seat, Alison appears beside you. And what did I get you today?
Oh, what's on the menu?
Oh, we've got all the standards. We've got meats, bacon, eggs. We've got black puddings. We've got bread. We've got any breakfast item. I can get you it.
Give me 5.
I don't have rice.
It's not.
Rice isn't a breakfast item.
Yeah, she kind of like because it's not a breakfast item. Sorry, what did you want? Ugg?
5 of everything.
5 everything. I'll see what I can do. And she kind of runs behind the bar. About 10-15 minutes pass, and you see Benson, who's the half-orc barkeep for the Grey Mare, who spoke to you before. He comes out carrying a tray about this big, and he goes boom in front of you, and it is a feast of monster proportions. And he kind of claps you on the shoulder and says, "Good luck with this one."
Thank you, but I will not need it.
Have any of you seen that scene in Parks and Rec where Ron Swanson orders like a party platter? I'm imagining that.
Yeah.
It takes 2 minutes to eat.
So, you all, do you want to do anything over breakfast? Any of you?
No, just ravenously tearing into the food. Little fangs bared.
How was the lady?
Not good.
Yeah.
I've seen
Through mouthfuls of food, he's like, she's fairly distraught. Like,
It's
with
to be
a
expected.
mouthful of like sausage and black pudding or whatever.
You had a mouthful of sausage and blackberry?
Black pudding.
Is there a library in the town at all?
Do you want to ask someone?
I'll ask Alison. She seems
Yeah.
helpful.
I will ask Imi if he knows anything about Maliki.
Maliki.
Make a religion check.
Let me check. Make a what? A nature check.
Religion.
Oh. I got a 14. Let me check.
Maliki is a goddess of nature and life.
Maliki is a goddess of nature.
She's meant to be quite a good deity.
She's on the more good side of deities.
But she's not one of the allowed deities within the Kingdom of Arkellon.
As far as deities go, I mean, but she's not allowed within the kingdom. Why do you ask? Was it her temple we had the misfortune of visiting?
And the man
within the temple.
TC, can you remind me what his name was? I didn't note it down.
Who, sorry?
The hunchback.
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
It seems strange that a good-natured temple, and maybe their people would do something like that to a man.
Yes, well, the man, he was called Ferdinand. He was the bell ringer for the temple, devout to the Platinum Dragon. The priest said everyone here loved him. Couldn't think of anyone who wanted to wish him harm. So, I'm not sure what...
I've lived a long life. I've seen good people be turned on by a village when something terrible, or at least what the village doesn't like, is found out about them. Perhaps we should pay a visit to this bell ringer's home, or where he's worked.
So
that
as
is a good idea.
As you're finishing your breakfast and this conversation, the door to the inn bursts open, and watchers enter, led by Commander Reed.
Yeah, we're being arrested for burning a guy alive.
Not the
Commander Reed! To what do we owe the pleasure?
Sorry, Og, what did you say?
He's complaining. This again, halfway through breakfast.
Yeah, and I just say, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Guiding them in a half orc's kind of arms, obviously still very wounded from the previous night's escapades, is a very angry looking halfling. Yes, that's them there. And he points at the group of you, and you see Reed look at you and then just go, oh. She walks over and she kind of asks them to stay where they are, and she walks up to you and says, "Please tell me you didn't set this this halfling on fire."
Well, technically, on fire.
I was going to say, we did not set him on fire. Please feel free to use the Seeker's Honours.
We did not set him on fire. He did.
On purpose.
I
We meant no harm to this man. It was merely a business transaction gone wrong. Badly
I'm
wrong.
honestly not sure what happened. He was demanding his money back because the Wraith was still taking people, even though we took care of the bandits.
Is it?
He's
Sorry.
demanding how
I mean, technically he tried to rob us, so legally it's self-defense, but...
And then we were agreeing to give some of the money back as sort of collateral for once the job was truly finished. And he was handed something, and then just woof, green fire.
What was he handed? Do you know?
I have a pretty low passive perception, so
I do not.
Don't...
Yeah.
I do. Yes, I do know exactly what he was handed. It was
handed this thing. Would you like to take it?
It was a ring we found on one of the captured magic men, wizards of your town. It's possessed, I believe.
She says,
"This is why I need the library. Come on, David. Do you know where it is?"
I gave it to the wizard in the hopes that he'd take care of it.
I did take care of it. I still have it. And he's alive. I don't see the problem here.
she says, "Can I see it?"
You can, but I would not touch it.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not a fool.
So,
You hear Broadbrow kind of go, "What? I am no fool."
Okay, I put the ring on, trying to get Austin to show my hand to her, but it's sort of stuck on me.
Okay, so you show the ring, and she goes, maybe Boren would know more. Take it to see Boren.
Where is he?
His shop is just next door. You can't miss it.
Well, it was that close. I didn't see it. God damn.
Was he the alchemist?
No, the alchemist is called Biervon.
Biervon, right. So many B's. I'll also ask her. We were going to visit the house of or wherever Ferdinand the bell ringer was staying.
Oh, he lived in the temple, but he's not there anymore.
Yes.
Yes.
No. We found his body.
Oh,
I do
God.
believe he is the source of the wraiths.
Well, he was the first one taken.
In fact, and he pulls out the drawing. We found him in pretty dire circumstance.
It says, "By the Platinum Dragon." And she kind of takes the drawing and says, "We need to find whoever's responsible for this."
If that would be useful for your guards or whatever.
Thank you. She folds it over and tucks it into her bag or cloak or whatever she's got on. She kind of turns around and says, "Broadbrow, the matter's settled." She's like, "Where's my money?" And she says, "Not important." And she ushers all the watchers out of the inn. And she kind of turns around before she shuts the door and says, "Good luck, adventurers."
Thank you.
Also, you need to think of a better name than that. And she closes the door.
Damn, she's hot.
We need to think of a better name than what?
The adventurers.
Than adventurers.
Mm,
I'm not sure about this group yet, if I'm honest.
likewise.
This guy, though. Justice, just ice, whatever.
Just
I can buy.
I do use cold magic. A little bit of it. Justice and is just ice.
my Discord crashed.
You have disappeared.
Don't worry, we're off the hook.
How much did you miss, Jared? Did you miss any of it?
Oh no, none of it. I should be fine.
Okay. So you've got the entire day to yourselves now. What are you gonna go do?
I'm going to go to that guy that I was told to go to, because he's going to have magic things.
All right.
And I'm gonna visit the temple.
Okay, so we'll do. So you kind of both set off the same direction. You both head out the Grey Mary. hang right.
A.
Sorry, say again, Jared.
I'm gonna go with
With M A.
We're like power duo now.
Okay. Justice. Wait, what were you doing?
I'll go with Bhin.
Okay.
Kind of try and suss out more and also keep an eye on him.
So you kind of go out, and she is right. You can't miss it. You kind of go out and turn right, and there's a building, 2 stories tall, and it's got all kinds of weird kind of gadgets and gizmos outside. It's got a sign sticking out about 6 feet, and dangling on the end is a sign saying "Borin's Shop O Wonder."
Just start having magic stuff. Where's my shopping list? It's ready. Oh yeah.
Say again, sorry?
I'll say I'm not going to ask him about the Ving. It's just so Justice, sorry. This is my Ving. He doesn't need to know about it.
I think it would be good to know more about it.
I think we're fine.
Very well.
God, I love having chaotic people in the party. It makes it makes DMing so hard.
I'm not going to use it apart from to now set people on fire, since I know it does that.
Okay, fine.
I think some kind of artifact that speaks to you and kills others is worth knowing about.
It's not killed anyone yet.
It tried.
Hey man,
the wizard, it burnt him out, didn't it?
Remember, dude, I didn't kill the wizard. The wizard killed himself. Got himself caught.
See,
I could turn you into the best. I could turn into the best wizard the world has ever seen. Just trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm gonna trust the magic thing. Anyway, so this guy got magic stuff in his shop.
All right, so you open the door, and the aesthetic is quite hard to describe inside the shop. So there's rows upon rows of complex and intricate-looking baubles and gadgets, and they're all kind of all whizzing around and clicking away, and they're all doing weird things like a cuckoo pops out of one just seems to be ticking and then making water swish back and forth. There's loads of things that are bejeweled with cogs going back around to make different kind of shades of light appear, and standing in the middle of the shop is a dwarf. And he goes, "Hello to Borin's Shop of Wonder!" And he gestures around to all his wondrous items.
Wonder.
Awesome. Can I speak to him in Dwarvish so Justice doesn't know what I'm saying?
You certainly can.
No one ever asked about the ring.
Wait.
Ooh.
Okay, so what do you say? What do you say in Dwarvish?
Would you like me to deafen myself for this little bit?
Sure.
Let me just get on Discord and do that.
I wasn't going to ask him about the ring, but that's kind of what I was going to do.
All right, it's definitely.
Okay. Awesome. So, Magic Man, do you have actual magical things, or are you just for show?
Oh, speaking in my mother tongue! I'm flattered. Well, I have wondrous items aplenty. What are you after?
I require a spare spell book, and then multiple items such as butter, mercury, coloured powders, talc, powdered silvers, writing tools.
Hold on. Do any of those have to have a value of any kind?
The spell book is the only one I could find that has a value of 50.
Yeah, I do the spell book with 50. But like, does the silver have to, is it just anything? Okay.
Just some powdered silvers. Doesn't say.
So tell me the list again.
It's a new spell book. I want to have a spare. Butter, bit random.
Butter?
Yeah, I need that for grease.
Okay.
Like a vial of mercury.
Alright, mercury he'll have, yeah.
Yeah, some coloured powders.
Coloured powders?
Yeah, to cast my own.
Oh, colour spray, yeah.
Yeah, colour spray.
Yeah.
a chili pepper or some other spicy foods will also do.
He won't have a chili pepper, but
Will you not?
no, he doesn't do food.
That's a shame. Talc. I'll eat some of that.
Talc. That's
Talcum powder.
sure.
Yeah, powdered silver.
Yep.
And then like ink, quills, writing things.
Okay. So let me get this right. You want some spellbook? You want a spellbook? Some mercury, some coloured
Yep.
powders, some talc,
Yep.
some powdered silver, and some ink quills. I'm afraid the food stuff
Yes.
I can't help you with. You have to go somewhere else for that.
That's fair news.
That'll set you back. Oh, let's see. Is this about 80 gold in total?
That seems fair. You have quite mechanical tools. Have you by any chance got good some Epiron?
Of where? Sorry.
Epiron?
Is that some?
I'm going to say that's a no.
Is that outside the kingdom?
Yes,
Then no.
unfortunate. Do you have explosive powders?
Why? Of course, but I keep them in the back, as you probably understand. I
That
don't,
would make sense.
and I can't sell it by the barrel.
That's fine, just a few powders will do.
Oh, that'll set you in about 85 gold total then.
And some small metal ball bearings.
Or about 86 gold total.
Fair it is. Because I'm cheap, I'm also going to cast... Where's my spell's gone? Distort value and all the stuff. Can I do that?
It won't make him give it to any cheaper because he's got set prices for everything.
Never mind then. That's all I need.
Okay, so mark off 86 gold and get all the stuff except the food stuff like butter and chili powder. Chili pepper you can't give you.
Yeah, that's good spells. Cool. Oh, I can learn my spells, boys. Did you know where a library is? Or other magical buildings?
There's a temple library, but apart from that, I'm probably the only place he got. He kind of like
I'm not really allowed into the temple.
he kind of ushers you over and kind of points to his bookshelf, which has various books on different arcane practices, inventions, and arcane theory, that kind of stuff. This is probably the best I can do for you.
I was going to give that dead wizard spellbook in. Feel a bit weird carrying it around.
Oh, where'd you get this from?
The wizard in the town.
Archimedes. Is he alright?
That's his name. No, he's dead.
Oh dear. Well, I'm sure someone will miss him.
Yeah, I have his ring as well. If you'd like to have a quick look at it.
Oh no, I know about
Very
I
dangerous.
know about that ring.
Yeah, good idea.
There's something
The
strange
tiefling
going
had
with
to
that.
see me show it.
Pardon?
The tiefling had to see me show it. That's the only reason.
Ah, I see. Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm going to thank him for his time. I'm going to pay him his gold.
I love it.
Someone message Chris in the D&D in the Discord so you can look on.
What's he saying?
Let's pray that Chris doesn't rewatch these.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, so I'll tell you what you saw. So you saw him speaking in Dwarvish, and you saw them. You saw Justice show him the ring, and you saw him not Justice. You saw Bhin show him the ring, and he guided Bhin over to an array of books that are set into the back of the shop.
I
Then
decided to be good.
yeah, and then Bhin gives him some gold, and he collects various things from around the shop and gives it to Bhin, who puts it in his rucksack.
Right.
In fact, do you want to know what he collected? Do you care?
Not particularly. He was just kind of silently watching.
Also, the other thing as well is he gives Archimedes' spellbook to Borin.
All right. Okay.
And
Okay.
so Borin kind of gives him all this stuff. He says, "Pleasure doing business with you." And then in Dwarvish, and then he turns to Justice to say in Common, "And what about you, big fella?"
I mostly came to just came with my friend here. But
Sure, I can interest you in this doohickey. And he kind of pulls off like it's like a steampunk version of the desk toy that the bird dips into the water. Then it's kind of like that. Do you want this? Only a single gold.
I'm
That is a bargain.
Huh?
I'm more of a minimalist myself.
What would you say, Bin?
I say it's a bargain. You should totally buy it.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid I'm more of a minimalist myself.
Oh, well. As you can see, I'm more of a maximalist. And he kind of gestures on the shop at all his crazy shit.
Yes. Perhaps when I have more funds, I'll come back for something that might provide.
I've got something for everyone. This is a shop of wonder after all.
Do you have anything that would provide an edge in survivability or, in battle?
Oh yes. And he kind of when he kind of goes around his desk and pulls out a little pouch and he opens it up, and inside is like a red powder. And he goes, "Throw this in someone's face. They won't be seen for weeks."
It's a little underhanded for my tastes, but I'll let the others know that that's available.
That's not the only thing I've got. Please, tell them to come along and I'll show you my full stock.
Okay. Yes, we'll probably come back another day. Right, Ben?
I'm good. So
Pleasure
I was
meeting
looking at
you.
all my equipment.
Okay, so you guys leave Bourne Ship of Wonder. Where are you going to next?
The grocery store.
Okay, that is actually next.
Oh Christ! You're about to meet a mammoth of a woman.
It's fine.
Oh, Justice was a little bit off-put by her last time.
If
So
you're outside, feel free. Some not totally legal things might happen.
so the general store is next door. So you kind of come out, go to the store next door, and I say it's that big barn shop, and once again it's completely empty. Justice, you do recognise the store. Do you want to go in still?
I think I will wait by the entrance where I can still see Bin.
Okay.
Oh.
So Bin, you walk in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the shopkeep, who I assume I see.
Yep, you see her, clear as day. It's hard to miss her, really.
Yeah. Do you have butter and chili peppers, milady?
I'm a general store, of course I do.
Cool. Where are they?
Right here. She kind of like ducks down, whacks a stick of butter on the table, then whacks a batch of chili peppers on the table, and she says,
How much?
"Silver.
1 silver. Done.
Pleasure minutes with you."
I'm leaving.
Why can't you be more like that all the time, Alex?
Because 1 silver's not much money. Giving away all the gold for that job I did, that is a lot of money.
And even Ugg thinks so, and he's meant to be lawful good.
All right.
Well,
So,
I respect how to the point she was.
do you just leave?
Yeah, that was right. I'll just leave.
All right. Anything else? What else are you gonna do?
I'm probably gonna go try find Ugg and Ime. They seem to have an idea going to the tower.
So you
I
are.
thought you said you were banned from the temple.
I'll try and catch the fish. They might kick me out again, but
Fair.
So Ime, Ugg, you guys head to the temple. The temple is definitely the biggest structure in town. It has 2 towers to it, one of which has the bell inside. On the front is a giant picture of a dragon painted silver. As you enter, it's mostly one room. There's an altar and various other smaller shrines around the outside. There's no seats. It's just people going to the shrines and saying what they want, and you see the priest that Justice and Bhin talked to last night. He is at the altar, and he is kind of talking to a few of the citizens who seem quite worried.
Saying?
He's kind of talking about
Because I can read his lips.
you can. He's talking about how they shouldn't worry, that it's all going to be safe and the wraith will be gone soon.
Ah, another fellow man of the word. I'm approach. The word being God, of course.
Well, this is just one of many gods, child.
Oh, I know. That's why I know you are a man of the word. But what? Not my specific God.
Ah, which god do you follow? Sorry, I don't know his voice. Which god do you follow?
I follow a certain Uro Galan.
I know that one. I like that one.
A very strange choice, given you are not halfling.
Well, when one is raised by halflings and is affected by the undead at such an early age, you can expect why I would choose to follow one such as him.
He kind of puts his hand on his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "If you're going to speak through your troubles, you can always come to me."
I'm usually the one to say that line.
Us men of gods, we should always look out for each other.
Ba-bow, ba-bow. I stroke his cheek.
Oh.
The touch of your hand. But I did not come to speak philosophies with you, brother.
He locks eyes with you. What did you come for?
I did not sign up for this.
I've aged like a fine raisin.
Oh, this is too hot for Twitch. We need to get off this.
Jesus. And yes, as you know, there's a wraith who's terrorizing your town, and I've come to get to the bottom of it.
Anywhere I can help, let me know.
I just thought it'd be best if I take a look around Ferdinand's quarters. That is his name, right?
Ferdinand, of course. He kind of says goodbye to all the civilians that are gathered there, and he takes you like into a little alcove and up some stairs to what you assume is going to the bell tower. So just below the bell tower. So the bell sits in the tower, and beneath is a wooden floor, and underneath the wooden floor is seemingly where Ferdinand stayed. So there's no windows or anything. It's just kind of a bedroll, some various barrels, and a fire pit that he kind of cooked on. And he obviously lived in a very high existence, if you know what I mean. He liked it this way. I never thought to ask him why. Always a very humble fellow.
Close to nature, perhaps.
Perhaps. He looks quite full on. Oh wait, what's your passive insight, Tyler? In May, sorry.
In 16.
So as he kind of says, I never thought to ask him, and he seems to almost put on looking forlorn, like he's expected to.
I see. Well, my associate here finds it best to, look around in the company of people he knows. Isn't that right, Ugg?
Yes.
Well,
So,
I'm not going to argue with a 7-foot orc. He he kind of gestures to the room and says, "You're welcome to search his belongings, but please don't take anything." And
of course.
he goes back downstairs. So the shopping trip with Bhin and Justice didn't take very long, and at this point they will also walk into the main hall of the temple. As you do so, you see the priest you're talking to last night enter from an alcove at the side.
If he like looks this way or something like that, I'm gonna be like, "Don't worry, I'm keeping an eye on him."
He kind of like looks and sees both of you, and he kind of nods, and he kind of gestures up to the stairs and says, "I've said your friends up there. I must return to my people," and he returns to talking to the civilians.
Thank you. Let's go up there then.
Bhin?
I'll be good for now. I'll follow.
Okay. So
Ugg, are you any good at investigating? Is Ugg any good at investigating, or has Jared died?
No, he's Oh no, investigating. No, he's got a -1 in that. But yeah, I mean,
Can you give me advantage then in investigating? Because I've got 0.
all right, yes, you guys give it a good search. Yeah, so Tyler gets advantage. So go ahead and roll it.
Damn, that was nearly a crit. It was 14.
So you search around, and he wasn't lying. Ferdinand did not live in very frugally. No, there's a couple of bits of bread that have gone mouldy in some of the barrels. His bedroll is kept quite immaculately clean actually. But other than that, there's a few books about the Platinum Dragon, and about just fiction novels that he obviously spent some time reading. To pass the day along, I guess. And that's it really.
Something doesn't sit right. But I can't find anything in here.
can I pick up the book about the Platinum Dragon and have a little skim through?
Yeah, of course. Do you want to roll? In fact, made it into. It's fairly easy. So you kind of skim through, and you see that he's made little notes at the side on some of the paragraphs. His handwriting is quite scrawly because he obviously had trouble with his mobility. But it's mainly like he's kind of highlighted bits of the text that he seems to want to know more about. It's like he's interested or wanting to investigate further. Oh,
He's dead. He's back.
Nope, he's back.
Did you get that, Jared? Jared is dead.
Jared, no.
I don't think Jared got much of anything.
Yeah, I heard all of that. I don't know why my Discord decided to crash again.
All right, cool.
Are we back? There we
We're
go.
back. Yeah.
Apologies.
That's no problem. So, so that's kind of what you discern from the book.
I'm gonna hand it to Ime and try and see what he makes of it. Maybe there's something within these pages that my dumb orc brain can't see.
So yeah, roll religion if you want to find something about Ime.
Ooh, 21.
Ooh, that is real good. So you think some of the things he writes are questioning the teachings of or the accepted teachings of Bahamut, and that might lead some of the more zealous followers to see him as a non-believer and perhaps against what the teachings what the teachings say.
It's just as I feared. He seems to be questioning some of the teachings, which might link to the fact that he was strung up as he was. Also, the priest,
Go on there.
he was acting. There's more. He knows more than he's letting on.
What say we go and wring the truth out of him?
As you say that, Justice and Bhin both walk into the room.
We need not be hasty about this. If you give me a day, I can prepare zone of truth. But as violence is not always the best way to get information from someone.
I 100% disagree. What are we doing?
Ah, Bhin. Just ice.
Justice.
It's good to see you. It's good to see you.
What if we
I'm
found?
just gonna relay everything to Chris now.
Okay. That can happen. Bhin, you hear it too.
Basically, there's a guy here, and hunchback here. He doesn't like his faith here.
Oh no!
No.
So you can tell by his writings
no.
that he's actually a very devout follower. He's just also quite smart, and so he's questioning some of the things.
He's very intelligent, more intelligent than I imagine the people assumed he was, and he was questioning some of the teachings, as one often does. That could have labeled him as a
Heretic.
yes. Also, the priest. He's not to be trusted.
I never liked that guy.
He's acting and not letting on as much as he knows.
So you think that possibly his spirit will be punishing the temple?
Maybe. How many? Is it many followers?
Not
Do
the
we know how-
temple, just its followers.
Perhaps it's mainly the followers who have disappeared.
He loved the temple. Perhaps he seeks revenge against the more dim-witted followers of Bahamut.
Maybe. We need to speak to that priest.
So Ime, at this point, you hear some kind of commotion going on outside.
Oh,
like because
better head out.
Because like you're
You all hear that?
no that's gonna only Ime because he's got a perception of 21.
Can you hear that? No. Oh, there's a butterfly outside. Yeah. Oh.
Sleeping must be really hard for Imi.
like fucking Ime just like there's something on the wind.
About 3 miles away, a bee flapped its wings.
So you run down the bell tower and you go outside and you see a group of people like towards the forest, and some of them, probably about 3 or 4, are just walking into the forest, and then about and 2 other people are trying to stop them, and they're just brushing them aside and just continue walking towards the forest.
No.
Right. So there's 2 people.
So there's 2 people trying to stop the people walking to the forest, and then there's 4 people walking to the forest.
Okay.
Can we just follow the 4 people?
Justice is going to go tackle one of the people.
Okay, make a athletics check.
Mm-hmm. Let me just get that up. Not going to be raging, so it's not at an advantage, but that's a 22.
So you run up and there's two men, a woman and like a teenage boy, and you.
I would go for the boy. Not like full of like tackle, but like restrained.
All right. Can I point out he rolled a 6.
I'm thinking of who I want to save.
You're fucking this guy up.
Right now.
So, the two people trying to stop them seem to be like middle-aged women, and you collide with this boy, and he goes to the floor, and you feel him go unconscious as he hits the floor.
Damn.
All right, that's one less problem.
So I hurt someone this bad, you do it, it's fine. Wow, that's fair.
Yeah, the whole boy.
I mean, I think there's a bit difference between saving a guy who's walking into the forest and, I don't know, setting a man ablaze.
Setting a man on fire.
Right, I'm gonna turn to the women, say, make sure he's okay, and I'm gonna grab the woman that's walking away.
All right, make an athletics check. So at this point, all the people who are in the temple have started coming out, and they all see this happening.
Rage.
That's a 9.
Oh. Okay, so
No, it is not a good idea for Justice to rage.
So you tackle this. You tell the women to check on the boy. You run after the woman, and you manage to grab her hand. And she turns around, and she is going to try and punch you in the face.
All right.
There's a 9 hit.
Nope.
So she kind of throws a punch, and you just kind of whack it aside because you're a trained fighter, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that her eyes have got like a purple glaze across their entirety. Like you can't see any white or iris or anything. It's just all purple. And then she kind of like hisses at you and tries to pull her hand away.
Oh, can I try
Yeah,
and
I'm
run
gonna
up as well?
like double down and keep her held.
Okay, so at this point, Ime, Ugg, Bin, what are you all doing?
I'm trying to get closer,
Okay.
see what's happening.
I'm just gonna follow one of them.
Yeah,
I know about wraiths and stuff.
been on this one. If we follow them, then
We know where they're going.
Yes, I know, but perhaps it'd be best if 4 people didn't go and maybe just 1. It's
So I
easier to
can't hear you
protect
too
one
busy
person.
following.
I'm in. I'm gonna make like Justin and pick up one of the men that's walking and leave the other one.
All right. So
I'll follow the other one then.
okay.
I'm gonna hustle out my stick as well, so it's close.
So,
Yeah, that was fun.
Justice, as you hold this woman, you deflect her punch. Ime appears beside you. Ime, what do you do? Are you gonna try and help?
Spirit be gone! Smack her in the...
Okay, Justice, what are you trying to do? Sorry, I forgot.
I'm just trying to make sure she doesn't go any further.
All right. So that's fine because she didn't beat your strength.
Can I
Ime,
do like an insight into what's going on with her eyes?
yes. After you finish punching her in the face, make an attack roll.
It wasn't a. I want a punch. It was. Have you not seen those like African Catholic churches where they grab you by the forehead and they're like, "Spirit be gone"?
Okay, I don't know even though that would be.
Really?
I guess a religion check, yeah. Sure.
Persuasion to tell the spirit to go.
Intimidation. It'll be an intimidation roll. Come on.
Okay. Damn. Should've got the religion.
So as you grab her, she's being held by Justice. You kind of go, "Spirit be gone!" and
Spirit be gone!
Spirit be gone! And
It's like I pulled something. Spirit, woo, be gone.
and she just like turns to look at you with the purple eyes and just.
Oh no, she's a crazy cat lady.
And then she tries to
But,
put
yeah.
then she tries to punch you as well. With
Oh.
with a free hand. Ooh, does a 15 hit you?
Does attacker win?
Yeah.
Then she hits me.
Oh, you get to take a whole 1 bludgeoning damage.
Damn.
Was Ime using any actual like magic?
No.
Because I've got pretty high intimidation. Yeah, I'm gonna. No. I've got this. Instead of grabbing him, I'm gonna put my head on his and shout, "Bitch, be gone!"
You're gonna take inspiration from Ime, who is a religious person, and he obviously knows what he's doing. So you just run after this, run after these 2 men, grab one, turn him around, and go, "Spirit, be gone!" All right,
Yeah.
make an intimidation roll.
Oh God.
Oh dear, that is a nat 1. So he just like he locks eyes with you, but you can't see his pupils obviously, and he just nuts you in the face.
Ouch.
And then when he takes his face away, his nose is bleeding where he tried to hit you, and you just took it.
He tried to nut him with his nose. Holy Christ!
Hey man, he's not a trained fighter. He's kind of like trying to hit him with his face.
It's a
He's
face,
not a
but
trained fighter, and also he's been mind controlled.
So yeah, Ben, you just fall on the other guy.
Wait,
Yeah,
did I?
I'm gonna cast light on my quarterstaff so I can have a cool red double-edged lightsaber.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'd like to. Have I seen these eyes before after Bin's done his thing? Sorry.
Ben's not doing anything. He's making a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Oh, okay.
Ugh, sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was just asking if I took any damage from that, or if the guy just
Nope.
like
He
collapsed his nose on my head.
yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened. He rolled a 6 to
Oh.
attack you. So do you want to roll history, probably? MA?
I can do that. Damn. I've never seen this before.
You haven't.
9.
Very true.
It's probably best to stop these 3 and follow the last one.
Alright, so the woman and the man that Ugg has grabbed are both still kind of enthralled and trying to get away. So at this point, I would like to Justice to make an athletics check to hold the woman.
Mm-hmm. That's a 12.
Yep, you hold on to her fine. And Ugg, make an athletics check to hold on to the man.
That is a 26.
26? You just... No. So
Ugg is a ball that will never fall.
So Ugg is like now bear hugging this this man and just will not let him let him go.
Still, spirit be gone.
And Justice managed to get a better purchase on the woman, and he's kind of restraining her now.
Does anyone know sleep?
I'm gonna tell Imi that I have manacles in my bag, and tell her to put them on. Tell him to put them on this woman. On her legs or
Okay.
something.
I must warn you, I'm not as dexterous as I used to be, but sure. I'll try put the manacles on her ankles.
Okay, so that's going to be a dex check with advantage because Justice is helping you by holding her.
Holy Christ! Wait, that was a weird misclick. It's only read it once. Fine, I'll take it. Sometimes it sends them twice.
You rolled a 1 twice according to the screen.
Roll.
Yeah, roll the 2 minus 1 twice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, sometimes if you double click, it'll send 2 across, but I'll just take it.
So you managed to get one on. Are you trying to get the other one on? She like lashes out with a leg, and she kicks it, and it hits you in the face. And you take another 1 damage.
I'm not. I'm just getting up and walking.
fuck this.
The same-
She's punched me and kicked me. I'm sure, just as you can handle this. I'm following Bhin before he does something foolish.
I've never done such a thing.
Okay, Ugg, what are you doing with this man?
Oh, well, I've kind of got him now, but I also kind of want to follow Bin. So
Are you sure?
That's what I'm like.
You could try knocking him out.
eye on me and just follow Bin.
Yes, you just sling over. He's kind of like kind of lashing out like ah, and you just kind of walk after Bin with this man over your shoulder.
Wait for me.
Justice is going to look back to the crowd and go, "Someone take her. I need to follow."
A group of 3 people come forward from the crowd and kind of grab hold of her and try and wrestle her down, and leave you free to go after the other guys.
And I do.
So so this man heads into the woods. Are you going to trail behind him, or are you just going to walk next to him, or?
Can I kind of walk in front of him and sort of just look at his face?
He has his purple eyes like the other 3. He does not appear to be phased at all by your presence. Like he seems to have like a very distinct goal, and he just seems to be walking towards it.
So what if I just lightly poke him with my finger? Like, does he do anything or? I'm not trying to stop him, just poke on the shoulder.
He kind of just like takes it and just keeps walking, as long as you try and stop him moving.
Cool. That's gonna follow.
Okay, so Ugg, Justice, and Ime quickly catch up to you. After a while, he probably about 2 hours. It's getting near to midday, and you just follow this man walking. He's not walking particularly fast, which is kind of annoying. And you,
It's a trail mission.
Ime, since you have 21 passive perception, you see in the trees surrounding you other figures, like other people who are kind of walking in the same direction.
This does not look good.
Eventually, after another 10 minutes or so, other people emerge and like form like a little mob or a little crowd with this with the purple-eyed man. They all have the same eyes, and eventually you get about 8 people all walking with this man. And as long as you're trying to stop them, they're all walking in the same direction. The guy that Ugg's holding is still kind of thrashing around, but he's getting like his muscles are getting fatigued now. So even though he's still trying, he's not being able to do anything really.
Can you knock him out?
Do we
No need.
do we recognize any of the people?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Can I try and make an investigation check to see if there's any obvious similarities between them? Or
Sure.
I have quite a good investigation.
Does anyone else want to give an
It says
advantage? Oh, never mind.
Oh, well, I rolled a 9.
No.
Oh well.
Nothing obvious seems to be similar between them. They just all
All
seem
these
to be.
people are really odd.
Yeah, they all have the purple eyes, but in terms of clothing, in terms of race or anything like that, they're quite varied. There's 2. Pardon me. There's 2 dwarves. All the rest are human, but you don't see it as a pattern really. It's just more there's more humans in the world, you know. You also notice that one's quite well dressed, a bit of it, obviously of noble standing. The others are all various kind of peasant wear.
Can I take his coin first, the fancy rich man?
Sure, make a sleight of hand check.
Since he's not going to try and stop me if I keep letting him
with,
walk.
with advantage, because he is not going to try and stop you.
Well, my first roll was a 19.
I mean,
So-
you might crit. Go for another one.
It was a 19 again.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yep. You find a little purse dangling from his belt, and you just whip it off. You can
Awesome.
add 12 gold to your inventory.
I love thieving stuff.
If you have thieves, why did you play a wizard, not a rogue?
Because wizards get spells at the same time.
That's true.
Healing stuff, right?
Can't you have like Arcane Trickster?
Yeah, but you don't get level 9 spells that Arcane Trickster. I'm just saying, you know.
Multi-class.
You don't get a wish where you could wish that no one would ever spot you stealing.
Nah, I'll just use my important dice, and if that fails, I'll blow them all away with my boom spell.
Roll really well on his portent dice every time.
I mean, all I've got left is not really good. I'm saving that for a bad guy.
So, after another maybe 2 hours of following this mob, it's getting into the afternoon now, probably about 2 o'clock. You come out into a small clearing, and in the clearing, you can see the entrance to some kind of underground cave system. And they all kind of descend into the cave.
The cave.
It's quite, like, from outside you can smell it's quite pungent. It's not a very nice smell. Does someone want to roll nature for me?
I have a +4, should I do it?
Yeah, I've got a -1. So.
I got 16.
So, the smell is actually something you recognise because it's an alchemic ingredient. It's owlbear droppings.
Oh, ugh, you better throw me in this time.
It doesn't.
I've got a plan.
Oh no,
Don't ever say I've got a plan. That's
I shouldn't be here.
The last 2 times I had a plan, it went perfectly.
That's true.
mm,
One guy did get set on fire though.
Yeah, but did I keep my gold?
Yeah, it achieved the desired outcome.
It did.
So as you're about to head into the cave, are you going to head into the cave?
Yeah, I was going to follow them to the cave.
I think it's an owlbear nest, not just a cave.
You hear the voice of the ring. I think this is a bad idea.
Why is he from town now?
Hey man, I do what I want with this voice, okay?
I said this thing wasn't necessarily bad. Why? Do you know something I don't? I was going to like, speak to something on my hand now, looking a bit weird, probably.
I'm just getting a real bad vibe out of this place.
Right, guys.
You know what? Fuck it. The ring's got a Texas accent now. I'm writing that down.
You motherfucking whore!
So this
You
this
a
exploding ring. Be careful, like jaw them swords. Fucking owlbears are back.
I don't think there's no owlbears in that cave.
There were owlbears in this cave.
Oh, I'm not saying
There's not anymore.
I don't think there anymore.
Yeah, this is probably a bad idea, but I don't
honestly,
know.
just put. I can sense the sexual tension between Alex and that ring. Alex, just please put the ring on.
What don't just like just hang on?
Just put it attuned to it. Just become.
Just gonna slide onto. There we go.
Awesome.
Ooh. All right. So I like that.
My
So
hand's not stuck on my neck.
so you are now attuned to the ring if you want to use it.
I very much do, but not at the moment.
Well, make sure you go on to D&D Beyond character and put a tune to the ring.
Ooh, I've clicked it. It's got the blue dot in. Is that?
So if you go to your
Oh, there we go.
is
I'm
it
attuned.
okay, and it makes sure you equip it as well because you are wearing it.
Yeah, I think it is equipped. Yeah, it is.
Okay. So what are you all gonna do?
I think we should send Sanguine first because he's not here to say no.
Bears.
Sanguine, there's
go.
red in there.
Someone some bread. He wants wine.
No, red.
Oh,
No, I
red.
said there's red. There's red in there.
I cast red on my quarterstaff as the light colour, so he'll just follow
And you
that.
just throw it in like a stick. Fetch.
Ooh.
So the zombie people can like pick the hand up, put the staff in it, and just let him follow.
Yeah, Sanguine heads in. You don't hear anything back from him for a good 5 minutes.
if Sanguine was heading in on his own, I would probably.
Yeah, no, it wasn't just we were sending him in first. He was leading.
Alright,
Yeah.
if Sanguine's going in, then we could probably go with him.
All right,
Yeah.
so
I was going to put something at the front and just kind of follow him.
He isn't scared of owlbears anyway.
as
I would take point.
okay, as you walk in, just to see you at the front. You say?
Yeah, I would try and be at least.
So you kind of stop Sanguine running in, and you take point. And as you walk in, you go into quite a large cavern, and there's like a makeshift fire pit in the center, and there's a couple of tents dotted around, and there seems like a colony of these people, all with the same eyes, and they're all kind of walking around aimlessly in the cavern. Like they kind of walk and then stop, and about a few seconds later they just walk to another point in the cavern and stop.
This is bizarre.
And
Telling me.
and floating above them, about 10 feet in the air, is a ghostly form.
Ah, I see. Can I? What's it doing?
It's just kind of floating there.
Menacingly.
It's not really like it's not like a solid humanoid form or anything. It's more like a mist at the moment.
What brings you here to this plane?
So as you speak and your voice echoes through the chamber, all the possessed people stop moving.
Ah. Can I point at Ugg?
The
Sorry, I just had the idea of Alex cast purple light on my eyes so I look like them.
I can do like. Actually, no, I've not learned that one yet. I've not written it down in the book, so no, I can't cast that.
Damn. Oh, anyway, carry on. Sorry.
So and the mist like coalesces into like a form, like a humanoid form. The face kind of shifts with the mist, so you can't really see it. It doesn't really have like a set face. It just kind of is a humanoid shape, and it kind of lands in front of the fire pit and addresses you. Leave this place.
It's you. It's you who should leave. This is the place of the living.
I am saving these people.
Saving them from what? Being with their families, living their lives.
Living the lie.
The lie of what? You're lying.
Oh, you.
The lies the priests tell them. There is no justice. Only death.
Justice is a ghost.
Ugg is going to shout the name Ferdinand at him.
Yeah, I was about to.
He kind of reels back and screeches, and then he vanishes in a cloud of mist. And you hear a bell toll.
What did you do?
And all the possessed people, like, their heads dart up and look at you, all with purple eyes glowing. And that is where we'll end it for tonight.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Can I just say-
that was not me.
I really want to get surrounded by these people and do a spell. I don't. It's not in character because these are like just civilians. But Word of Radiance hits everyone in a 5-foot radius of me. So I just think that'd be really cool.
What's up, Ben?
But yeah.
It's boom time. We're in a small enclosed space and they're all nearby.
Please, no, they're civilians!
But we're
Yeah. Please non-lethal.
You're all tanky enough.
yeah, I suppose.
Hang on.
It's more the fact that you've got like 2 lawful characters who will just straight up walk out of the party if you just kill.
Okay.
I mean, civilians, my
Hey,
lawful compels me.
And you've got to remember, like, you're neutral, not evil.
If they attack me, it's boom time. Otherwise,
Damn, I'm
I'll-
chaotic
I'll-
neutral, so I'm not
Control.
evil, but I'll kill everyone I come across.
if they come for me, it's self-defense. Is my opinion. Like,
That's definitely chaotic. Can we move to chaotic evil, please?
I can move to chaotic evil if you want. No, I was nice to that lady. She just told me to go away. Bit rude.
Wait, who told you to go away?
Lordy.
The lady would offer to take her to where, like, her husband and presumably child disappeared. The piece is like, nah, get lost. I can be nice, just no one's nice to me.
But like, why would you want to take it just an empty fucking glade in the
An
middle of the
empty
forest?
field,
I
yeah.
didn't realise you offered that.
It's just
Like-
important.
Like, look, this is where they came to, and they disappeared. Behold.
Pay
Oh,
me.
the empty spot where they once were, and then shall
Would you
never
like to
be.
take a ring?
Would you like this ring?
I'm gonna abuse that ability as well because it's so much fun.
Okay, we'll stop the stream. Bye,
Okay.
Twitch.
Bye-bye, Twitch.
Bye.